this is San Diego Made, San Diego Proud, presenting the business leaders in our community dedicated to helping serve the people of America's finest city. Brent Wilsey is the president of Wilsey Asset Management, which has been helping investors manage their money and develop investment strategies through good times and bad for decades. And the last month has been a turbulent one for the stock market, so we've invited Brent to give us a little perspective on some of the recent fluctuation and what it means to your long-term investment plan. So, Brent, Wilsey Asset Management, the mantra is no emotions, just results. We're feeling a little emotional over the last month or so. Tell us what's happened in the last couple of weeks.
Well, I mean, what's happened is we had an inflationary report that came out that was higher than they expected. So what that did actually raised interest rates, or concern about interest rates rising, which causes concern because how high will they go? Also had a new Fed chairman elected. We don't know what his plans are going to be going forward. So a little bit of a turbulence there that is in the market. That's what we saw. And we've had a quick rebound, but I'm going to tell people, don't think it's over yet, because it is not.
Okay. And as I mentioned, you've done this for many years through good times and bad. And so is this volatility something that we're anticipating is going to stay in place now? We've had 9 great years. So are we moving into a different phase where we're going to see this more regularly?
I believe we are, because we've had 2017 was very calm. Now 2018 is going to be more volatile because any inflation report comes out that talks about inflation that is higher, it is going to raise interest rates, and that is going to be a problem for the markets. Not to say that it's going to, go down for good, but it's going to be very hard in 2018. Okay,
so a lot of our viewers are invested in mutual funds and ETFs, exchange-traded funds. How are they apt to be affected by volatility just in general, and maybe specifically at this time?
Well, what happens with a mutual fund, and you think, well, I'm going to be buy and hold, I'm not going to worry about this volatility. What happens with a mutual fund is many times that manager will have to raise cash to meet the redemptions that other people are redeeming, which means he has to sell off. So even though you stay the same, you will actually have less of a return going forward because that manager had to sell things off. Also, too, your manager could say, I think we're going to go down further. He could sell even more cash and then have to buy back higher. So mutual funds may not be the best place to hang on to, even though you think that's the best way to go.
Okay, and I do want to mention you've got a free seminar that's coming up Thursday. Some of the things that are going to be discussed would be things such as mutual funds, ETFs, value investing in general, right? That's coming up. We'll tell people about that in just a second. But is there opportunity in this market now? Is there an upside to this?
There really is. There's a bright side. I mean, we've got to look at businesses and companies and public company stocks. Their earnings are phenomenal. We've got a very strong economy, so we've got some good things. You've got to get away from the mutual funds and the ETFs because you don't know what they're buying. I did a segment yesterday on KSI talking about the ETFs. Not as simple as people think they are, but you've got to look at actually buying individual companies that are great businesses going forward.
Yeah. It's not simple, and that's where the emotion gets involved. But again, you're no emotions, just results.
Just results, exactly.
And it's all about the research that you do. Walk us through a little bit as to what's going to happen at this Thursday night seminar.
This Thursday night seminar, we really talk about, and our clients, we've got well over 500 clients. We got no phone calls at all during this because they understand what we do. We spend a lot of time educating our clients on what to do. Our concept works. It's worked since 1927, showing value investing. So that's what we're going to talk about at this workshop on Thursday, is how to invest and not be so emotional, not be so panicked, and in the meantime, make good returns on your money for the longer term.
Okay, and at this time, it's just kind of like stay the course, settle down, talk to your advisor, realize that there may be not as predictable a return of 2017, or all the last 9 years, there's some fluctuation that could happen, right?
I got to put it in. Stay the course if you got the right investments, and stay with the advisor if you got the right advisor.
Okay, great. Get the right advisor. Go to this workshop. It's free. It's Thursday night, 7 o'clock in Scripps Ranch. You can RSVP by calling 858-546-4306.